Dear guests, dear students, alumni, faculty and staff of the Graduate School of Management, St. Petersburg State University, it is our great privilege and honor, and I would dare to say this is a historic day for the Graduate School of Management of St. Petersburg University. Today we are here all not only to present another book published by our university, but to honor one of the closest friends of the Graduate School of Management, John Pepper, who will present today his book, now available in Russian language. Let me say only 2 words about the book, which we will discuss today here, and John will present. But this is a very personal book. You will have today the opportunity not only to listen to John, but to have a copy of the book. And I hope you will share this impression from the text. It's not only the philosophy of management for the very successful global company, it's a collection of very personal comments about how you run a big company, how you build teams, and about people with whom John worked for 40 years, including people in P&G Russia.
I have to begin by saying how honored I am that the university saw fit to translate this book into Russian. It's been translated into a few other languages, but none begin to compare in terms of what it means to me personally to have had a decision for it to be translated by this university into Russian, for reasons I'll touch on, and those of you who know me won't find surprising. I want to say hello to a lot of people, certainly you, Rybitskaya. You were the mother of this whole undertaking, as I said to Valery before. You were a source of confidence and inspiration. I understand there are some students here that were in my first class. Is this true? If so, would you hold up your hand so I can see you? Hello again. We saw each other 2 years ago. That was what, 15 years ago, 14 years ago? 15 years ago that we sat together in that cold classroom with no heat. Me with 35 of us, or I guess 33 of us, in that very first class, and to think that today there are 1,300 students coming here today and countless others who graduated. How many of you are alumni of the school? You're alumnus of the school, alumna of the school? Well, it just gives one great heart, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be here. The professors that I worked with before, fellow members of the board here, thank you so much for taking your time to join me here today. I'll talk a little bit about the book. Then I'd like to talk a little bit about why I'm so pleased that you have had it translated into Russian, and who knows what else I'll talk about. We'll see. My idea in creating this book, and it's one that I thought about for many years, was to put together in one place what I had learned during my business, but also my life. And I hope to show that there was a confluence, a coming together of the principles that made for creating great brands, as we have in the company, that made for creating and being able to lead an organization such as Procter & Gamble or the School of Management here or the university, and those same elements that we all seek in our own personal life, what values we seek to achieve in our own life, and to show, if I could, that those same qualities that made for success in a brand or a success in an organization, they had a lot to do with what we ultimately would feel is makes a successful life. And I talk in the book about concepts of service, which has been, if I had to pick one North Star of mine, it's been service. How can I serve those closest to me, my family, in a company? How can we serve consumers with brands? How can we serve the community we work in, like Tula, or here in St. Petersburg now? We have this Gillette plant, which makes us even a more important citizen. How can we serve students in a school like this? This service has been kind of the binding concept. I try to explore values that I use certain words, you might use different words, but that really, I think, define how we try to live. Integrity. I love school. I was on the board of Yale University for 9 years. As the chairman of the board at Yale. I found it very easy to fall in love with St. Petersburg University, knowing its quality and the idea that that quality would be extended to a business school at this time of the life of Russia, to me, was a magical idea. And one of the things that I particularly loved about school, Yale, was its commitment to truth, commitment to try to determine what is truth and to share it and let truth take you wherever it will, like it or not. And I didn't know business would be that way. I was going to be a lawyer. But when I discovered at Procter & Gamble there was this same pursuit of truth, of integrity, a commitment to try as best you can to do what's right, that meant a great deal. Another of these values I talk about is, we call it at P&G, the passion for winning. Whatever you do, you want to be a leader. And there's no doubt, never has been when I've known Valeri, the commitment to integrity, to excellence, to quality, but also this commitment to be the best and to do those things that one needs to so that this would become the very best business school it could be. And he's very mindful, too, of how it compares to other business schools. And I can, at Procter & Gamble, we always are concerned about what our share of market is. And if we go down 0.2 of a point, we get real concerned, even though it's not statistically significant. It still worries us a lot. And I remember at Yale, we watched really closely how high our acceptance rates were compared to Harvard. We wanted ours to be better. You could say, well, that's kind of silly, but that same competitive spirit that was there.
But let me, at the end of this official part, on behalf of students, alumni, faculty and staff of the Graduate School of Management, present John with a small plaque in commemoration of your generosity and personal contribution to creation and development of the Graduate School of Management, St. Petersburg University. Thank you very much.